Okay, welcome to the demo on how to use Popote. So I'm taking it from the point that you have signed up as the business owner or homeowner or the diaspora user, and on the online platform you have added users. So you can either use Popote yourself or you can add collaborative users. So in businesses, those may be accountants, administrators, foremen on sites, etc. In individuals, these may be your children, teenage children, and house help. And if you're in the diaspora, these could be the people locally in Kenya who are managing your business and doing the running around. Okay, so each of these people would have rights to only create payments, and only you, the account holder, can approve those payments. However, you as an account holder can both create and approve a payment. Okay, so anyone who wants to create a payment at any time just goes into create payment, select the payee type. So we allow you to pay to send money. That goes to all mobile networks in Kenya. Pay bill, so that is Safaricom pay bill. Buy goods. Utilities, so utilities are preloaded accounts. This would be like your DSTV bill, your internet Zuku bill. All of those would be preloaded under there. And bank accounts, any Kenyan bank accounts. So with these methods, you can literally pay any individual, business, or statutory authority in Kenya. And this means Popote is a total solution to payments that eliminates the use of cash checks and bank transfers totally. Okay, so the most common is going to be the send money option. You want to pay money to somebody. You fetch the payees here, and you'll have pre-entered payees as you go along. So in this case, we're paying Daniel Mwangi. You'll have entered your account references, and these references are simply the categories of how you categorize your payments. So if it's a business, this will be a chart of accounts. If it's for personal use, then you just create these and decide whether it's household expenses, entertainment, car repairs, etc. So in this case, I'm going to say that this is taxi and car hire that I'm paying for. And you can also select jobs and projects which you create, and then you can account for expenditure against each. So in this case, I'll leave that blank. I'll enter the notes as this is a taxi that I've used from JKIA to the office. So these notes are terribly important because the approver needs to understand exactly what's being paid for and to make a judgment as to whether the amount being paid is fair. As well as you can choose to include these notes to the payee so they know exactly what they're being paid for. That is optional. Okay. On here, you can then take photos directly on the camera or select from the image gallery, and that would then upload the photograph for you to attach for the approver to view. Okay. In this case, I'll just skip that. You then enter the amount, and let's say this is 2,000 shillings. And further down, it asks you about the VAT. So if you're a company registered for VAT, you want to claim back your VAT. So it's pretty important to enter all VAT here. Popote allows you never to forget even the smallest of VAT. If you're making this payment and you don't know the VAT at the moment, you can just select enter VAT later, and that would remind you that you made a payment and the VAT is needed to be entered when the receipt comes in. Alternatively, if you don't record VAT, just leave it blank. So in this case, I'll say there was 320 shillings on this taxi as VAT. Now, we don't do it automatically because VAT is not always 16%. There may be some other things on the receipt that are non-vatable. You then have your reminders, really powerful. If you're making a payment and you think the person being paid should return change, just say expect change, and the system will remind everyone concerned that change is supposed to be brought back until the day it's entered. If you think a receipt is needed and you're making the payment before having the receipt, do the same there, and everybody will be asked for that receipt. And if this is a soft loan to someone or a member of staff, then the system will remind you that this soft loan needs to be repaid. So huge headaches are removed by using these options properly. Then you have the payment urgency. You need to inform the approvers on how urgent or fast they need to react to this payment. So I'll say this is high because it's a taxi and I've already used him, and he'd like to be paid very quickly. So we just go into create payment, and here you just see a quick summary, and the creators on the account would only have this button for create. However, as an approver, you both have create and pay option, which allows you then to just complete the transaction. So creators, go in and just create that, and that's it. So that payment has been created. What happens now is an SMS is sent to the approvers on the account, and they are able to quickly see exactly what is required. So a high urgency payment of 2,000 shillings is required, and all the details are there. At the bottom of the SMS, it allows the approver to do an approval via SMS if they're using a basic phone. However, if they're using a smartphone, then they would go back into their app and come to the approve payments area. So in the approval area, the approver can view the list of all pending payments. So in this particular account, there's 256,000 worth of pending payments. So you can quickly just click on the one that was just created, and they can see that there's a payment to Daniel Mwangi. It's under a correct reference, and the notes are accurate. They could click here and view the attachments that there are no attachments on this particular one, to view up to the 3 attachments, and they're able then to make a decision on making this payment. So should anything need editing, simply come to edit, and there are several changes that the approver can make at that level. Okay, so the other thing they can do is send an SMS to either the creator or the payee right from in here, which makes it quite easy for accountants to manage people who are impatient for their payments, because the approver can just tell them that they are handling it directly from here. Okay, and that's it. So to pay, we simply go in, enter the secret PIN, and that payment is made. And once that payment is made, now it is recorded in a statement which you can print out online, and all those details are going to be on there forever, and you're able to really run your business or personal life in a much more effective way, making payments quickly electronically and having completely automated expense accounts. You really don't require to come back and enter that payment later for accounting purposes. It's all done. Thank you.